So it was planned that way. There was no way for you to overcome that. Right? I don't know it. I'll tell myself that to make me feel better. Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. We are about to die miserably. Let's get started with the mage, preferably. Alistair, you focus on Catherine. Let's put him in a crushing prison right off the bat. Because why not? I'm instantly... What? There is no way for me to get past this. Look at our health already. What the hell am I supposed to do? This is 2 seconds into it. No, there's no way. Had I gone the other way, would things have been different? Is it because I went this way? Let's try this again.
Eamon, we have a problem.
Uh-oh.
We have more than one, I think.
Calm down. What has happened?
The wardens have been captured.
What? How could this happen?
Never mind that. The question is how to free her.
Surely you mean them, Your Highness. We need Alistair too.
Yes, of course, I meant Alistair too. Calthrian will take her to Fort Draken. Getting in will be no small feat.
Uh-oh. So it was planned that way. There was no way for you to overcome that. Right? I don't know it. I'll tell myself that to make me feel better. Am I being tortured? Hey, Alistair.
Oh, you're awake. I was starting to worry.
Where are we? Are you alright? I've never seen a prison from this side before. Very scenic.
Join the Grey Wardens. See the sights from the floors of the best prisons in the land. It's not much of a recruitment slogan, is it?
No, I like it. The others are coming, don't worry. Wait, let's get out of here. Try to escape. Let's try to escape.
I hope you have a plan.
Of course I do.
Nothing like a brush with death to make you not like death much.
There's a guard in view. Call the guard, fake an illness, do nothing. Call the guard.
If you're not bleeding, I don't care.
Persuade, I was just lonely. You have to let me out of here. Persuade, I guess.
Well, I could keep you company.
Dumbass. Persuade, why don't you take off that so we can get started? Knock the guard out. Jump the guard. Let's see. Get started.
Maker, they put a lot of buckles on this thing.
Why did he leave the helmet on? Jump the guard. Well, we have a better chance of taking him without the armor than we did with it. Let's heal Alistair. Okay, can we get his armor or no?
Lovely.
Where does armor go? I feel like that's...
Well, all right.
My plan is so far working.
Lovely.
Nothing in here? Whatever. Just check all of them just to make sure. In case there's anyone else hidden who can help us. Okay, we have our stuff back. Which way should we go? Let's go downstairs first. there anything else here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, Alistair, it's you and I against the world.
Who in Andraste's name are you? Hey!
Shouldn't you recognize the Grey Warden by now? Come on.
Let's grab some glory!
Let's. Why are the Melbari so difficult to kill as compared to the soldiers?
All right.
I mean, I don't mind it if it was my Melbari, but it seems to only be theirs. Let's save as we go, because I don't know when a heavy fight will happen. Nothing that way. Let's see what we can find.
And so I shall.
Anything worthwhile? There's a Guardian Farm here. Put it on, why not? It'll save us a little battling, that'll help greatly. Right?
Of course.
Where should we be headed? Let's check over here just before we go that way, in case there's something we need.
I should have been made a corporal by now. You never see them stuck polishing the rust off the armor.
No, you don't. Well, he was interesting. Let's take a look and see what we can find.
The mess today. Forgot the blighted password again.
Write it down every
Lovely.
day and keep it in my pocket. I got stuck on the second floor hallway for 3 hours last week. I swear those guards are possessed by demons or something.
Well, all right.
It's too dusty.
Okay, let's see.
Of course.
The region
Stealing failed.
to hire a maid.
Huh. Can I steal from you? Stealing failed. But I need that password.
It's too dusty in here. It's too dusty in here. The region ought to hire a maid.
Well, I guess I'm not getting the password. How can I take the uniform off? Come on.
It's too dusty in here. The region ought to hire a maid.
Nope. Won't let me attack him. Cool. Great. Awesome.
What's this? Ah! You must be the new recruit we were expecting.
Sure.
You're late. The rest of your patrol is in the storage room. Find them and get yourselves ready for inspection.
Okay.
As you desire.
Was that you guys?
Did you need something?
No, sorry to bother you. What were you doing? I was told we should get ready for inspection.
Thank the Maker.
What are we going to do about him, though?
Is there some problem?
So the assistant quartermaster is a little miffed with us at present.
I told you we should have put those potatoes in the cellar straight away.
Some things went amiss. Mistakes were made. The quartermaster got chewed out by Tern Loghain, and then he chewed out the assistant.
And now to get back at us for landing him in trouble, the assistant quartermaster won't give us our blades. And you can't pass inspection without a regulation sword.
Let me handle this. Can't you get the officers to sort this out? Great, what do we do? Let me handle it.
Down the hall in the armory.
Maker, help us.
Sure. Down the hall in the armory. I'm assuming that means it's you. Can we have our blades, please?
You two blighted fools make a new friend?
I've got orders to get them ready for inspection. They didn't mean to get you in trouble. Persuade, bribe him. Would 15 sovereign make you forget? Attack. They ready to get them in for inspection.
I hate to break it to you, but they're never going to pass inspection. You better go to the colonel and ask for a posting into a new patrol.
Intimidate. I've got orders from the colonel. You want to cross him? Persuade. But if they go on patrol, they might get hurt. Even killed. Yeah.
It's true, we could be eaten by Darkspawn, or cut down fighting insurgents.
Wait, what?
You got a point there. Regulation swords, right? Take these, just mind you take care of them. That's good steel.
Thank you so much. Are they following us? They are. Do we go back to the colonel?
So, you think you're ready to go on your first patrol mission, do you?
Yes, sir. Not really. Where are we patrolling? Yes, sir.
That's what I like to hear. You there!
Yes, sir.
Stand up straight. You're a soldier in the King's army, and the King's own men don't slouch. And you!
Yes, sir.
Stop fidgeting. You can fidget at your own time.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You there, Blondie.
Yes, sir.
What's the one thing a soldier can't do without?
What do I tell him?
A uniform, discipline, honor, a sword. Honor?
Honor, sir.
Better than I expected. Honor is the best thing a man can have. See to it that you keep yours at all times. I expect a lot of you back here by sunup. Now get out of here, and make her watch over you.
Okay, well now we're out of here. Far too easy. Right?
Only had it a month, and already this armor doesn't fit. Got to lay off the mince pie.
You do that.
Password? Rabbit, I think.
Going on your first patrol, are you? Good luck.
Thanks.
Stay sharp out there.
Do we really need to? Staying safe. Where do we go? There's nothing we're missing, right? Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, you.
I'm sorry, my child, but I'm busy right now.
Are you? Who's the sister we're supposed to be talking to? Or I guess it's his actual sister, so she might not be a sister, right?
It's always a proud day when a soldier takes up real duties. Andraste, watch over you lot.
Sure. Okay, well, I guess let's go. I don't have the ability to loot these chests. I don't need luck. I just need luck. Okay, so let's go to the estate. Easily sidetrack. Achievement unlocked. Wait, was I sidetracked? Are we not supposed to be back here? I thought Earl Emmon would be here waiting for us. Yeah, here he is.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
What happens now? I think I've seen as much dungeon as I ever want to. It's good to see you're all right, Honora. What happens now?
We will need need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat. Yet even now, I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
Can he still take the throne without you? Is there no way to reason with him? So we rescued you to what end? Can he take the throne without you?
Perhaps. It will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, however. My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Erlina to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet, but you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
It sounds more like you need us. And what of Alistair? And we should trust you? Why? And just how are you stronger? It sounds more like you need us.
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent. But even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Who gave her a room?
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble.
Yeah.
But we should keep her close, all the same.
Why do you think she's trouble? Loghain is the only trouble I care about. I've got work to do. Why do you think she's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
But aren't we planning to dispose her? I think she would make a better ruler than Alistair. Let's talk about something else. I think she'll make a better ruler than Alistair.
Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood.
That doesn't mean anything.
The Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
But Alistair's mother was Skurly Maid. How is he better? Alistair doesn't know the first thing about being king. Maybe Alistair should marry Honora. Let's talk about something else. Alistair doesn't know the first thing about being a king.
No, I don't, which I've told both of you on many occasions. If Honora's turned against Loghain, I say let her keep the crown. It looks better on her anyway.
You're both wrong. With a few months of experience, Alistair will make a fine king. He knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to stand and fight for justice. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate, and how to trust to the Maker's guidance to know right from wrong. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Maybe Alistair should marry Honora. Why is it so important to put Makarik's son on the throne?
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers.
Maybe Alistair should marry her. No, let's talk about something else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
What do you think he's doing in the Alien Age?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
I've got to do some work.
If I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Sure.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room.
Oh, you poor baby. I have some questions. No, apparently not. I can't even ask you about the Grey Wardens anymore? Damn. Did she take my room? Ma'am. This is my room. I claimed it.
It is good that you came to speak with me.
Is it?
I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Are you proposing an alliance? I don't think I'm as important as you believe. Why should I support you? You think you're a better candidate than Alistair? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
I think I would need more than just your support. What happens to Logain if you are queen? You think you are a better candidate than Alistair? Why not simply marry Alistair, best of both worlds? I agree. You'll have my support in the Landsmeet. What happens to Logain?
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it.
There isn't, without question. Justice must be done, don't you think? If there's a way, I wouldn't oppose it. I'd rather he lived. He will be useful. Make your case. Why should I support you? There isn't, without question.
Then that is how it must be. I will always be my father's daughter, but even I know he must pay for his crimes. It will not make me glad, even so. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
I think I need more than just your support. Make your case. You think you're better than Alistair. Why not simply marry? I agree. I'll have your support.
So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. I suggest you be careful. He will be wary of you, and no doubt is watching your moves. But of course, you know this. You are the expert here, not I.
Yeah, of course. Do you need anything? I have some questions. Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We have our deal, Warden. If there is nothing else...
I have some questions.
Ask me whatever you like.
Does it make you uncomfortable siding against your father? Why do you think, what do you think will happen after the Landsmeet? I'd like to understand Logain better if possible. Does it make you uncomfortable?
Of course it does. Do you think me heartless? But how much worse would I be to calmly stay at the side of a man who murdered my husband?
Did you love Callan? I met Callan at Ostagar. He was a good man. Callan was a fool, but he didn't deserve death. We should tell people what really happened to Callan.
They would not believe it, most of them, even from my lips. Logain is a hero they've looked up to their whole lives. Far easier to believe you or me a liar than him a murderer and tyrant. That's why it will be critical to find some way to discredit him before the Landsmeet. We must have proof of my father's crimes for the bands, or they will never believe us.
Why did Loghain leave Kellan to die? Do you know? I'm sorry for your loss. Another
Caelan
question.
was so idealistic.
Do you know?
The world was his storybook, and he was the hero. My father is different. He's an idealist too, but he knows what idealism costs. They often clashed, but never seriously, never for long. Caelan would always come round to Father's way of thinking eventually. And then the Blight came. Caelan dreamed of uniting all the nations of Thedas against the Darkspawn. It was a dream. He wouldn't surrender. What my father saw, however, was the boy he had swaddled inviting Orlesian troops back into the land he had fought to free of them. And for once, my poor, foolish husband wouldn't back down.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It was more than just my own loss. But I thank you all the same.
Another question?
Ask me whatever you like.
What happens after the lands
Do you want
meet?
to try my luck at fortune telling? There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Gwarren when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
I'd like to understand Loghain better if possible.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Why doesn't Loghain back down? Is he truly beyond reason? Why would he ever have trusted Arl Howl? Did he plan to overthrow Kellan before Ostagar?
I'm not sure. I had no inkling of my father's plans until Caelan was already dead. I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Caelan was a lost cause until that moment in Ostagar. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
Why would he ever have trusted Arl Howl?
Trust would perhaps be putting it too strongly. My father knew what Howe was, and while I despised the man, I knew that father relied on his political mind. I expect my father thought himself above being influenced by the snake. Truly, I wonder how many of these acts stemmed from Howe and not my father at all. We may never know.
Is he truly beyond reason?
I hope not, but I fear it is so, yes.
Why doesn't Loghain back down?
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Ferelden out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Ferelden. That is the saddest part of all, I think.
Another question?
Ask me whatever you like.
No, I should go.
Wish you luck, Warden.
Okay, well, we're going to end this episode off here. We have done a lot. We're moving along on the storyline, and things are getting crazy again. We're going to have to go and kill Loghain. Oh, well. Anora will become queen, hopefully. And we still have to go and find Kay, which we have his place now. But now we need to go to the alienage. A bunch going on. So I will see you guys for the next episode, where hopefully we continue to make progress. Who knows? I'll see you then. Bye-bye.